Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you again so much for joining me here. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Is everybody enjoying the red in the market? Yeah, Bitcoin opened up very poorly. Traditional markets had some really bad fundamental catalysts there, essentially driving the price of Bitcoin down. So we're seeing if this level at about 57.5 is going to hold for Bitcoin, and that does reflect specifically ICP and pretty much every single altcoin right now, because most, if not all, altcoins are following Bitcoin to a T right now. They are exactly the same exact pattern. So if you look at this here, the last 48 to 72 hours has been almost exactly the same. So just keep in mind, whatever Bitcoin does, ICP will do as well. Okay, but it's important to also recognize two key support levels and some backend data as well that might be helpful when taking a look at this here. So let's go ahead and pull up ICP's liquidation levels and go ahead and go from there. I do want to say thank you again so much for the awesome feedback from my community. First of all, appreciate everybody coming together and working towards a better future. So again, I got a pretty robust Discord over here. A lot of cool things going on there. Be sure to check that out. If you are part of our community, make sure you read through my signals guide first before you take any trades. And of course, trade alerts. These are very helpful, giving you a heads up on coins and plan to take trades with. But back in data, let's go ahead and do this here first. Liquidation levels, $7 even is that heavy concentration. We're very, very close to that. Okay, so it makes sense for the price just to come down a little bit further, destroy, 25 million in liquidation, and then just turn right back around as if it never happened. Now, again, it doesn't always bounce like that, but lately we've been seeing a lot of these things where it establishes a higher high, and then it pulls back, and then it goes up just a little bit more, and then sweeps that level, and then it turns around. Okay, so we're seeing a lot of just complete manipulation. That's really what it boils down to. Liquidation hunts are very, very common, so just know that that's probably a distinct probability. However, we can also recognize that when it pulls down, if we lose that level there at about $7, I think 650 to 550 may be the next potential area. I mean, there's tons of liquidation down here as well, much further away from this upper level at $9. So just keep in mind, ICP is not looking good. All right. And again, I know the whole market isn't looking good, but this coin looks to be poorer than the rest, or has more propensity for further downside than others might. Okay. So take a look here at SMAs on the daily. Let's see what's going on here. First of all, once again, we are still printing a falling wedge pattern. Those generally break to the upside. But again, it's like a 55-60% probability. These are not like amazing patterns to trade. Okay, so just keep in mind that exists, but once more, we could still see further downside. You see all this liquidation down here as low as 580. That's only available there based on just the current price point with these candle wicks wicking down. So as you can see, when ICP goes on a selling craze, it really, really spikes to the downside, and it's never a good sign. So could see something like that if Bitcoin runs towards 55K. We will lose 57 for Bitcoin, for example. There's a strong chance ICP will continue to run. So just be mindful that exists, that possibility. We're below all moving averages, under 50 on the RSI, stochastic pulling back, MACD diverging. There's nothing here that's bullish. All coins kind of reflect the same thing though, folks. I mean, this is not like abnormal or unusual right now. The daily time frame on most coins is still very bearish, so you just kind of got to recognize that in the overall sense here. Again, when Bitcoin gave us some false positives yesterday, it broke above 50 on the RSI, 20 on the SMA, gave us all green lights on the hourly. I mean, it's been a complete, I wouldn't say show, but it's just not a good situation, right? It's giving a lot of invalidations, so to speak, to the upside. So just respect that and understand until we firmly close above just say 60K or 59K for Bitcoin. There's really no reason to consider a long position with ICP for the moment. Okay. Now again, if it does break free from its falling wedge, there's potential for further upside, but it's never like a monumental movement, right? Falling wedges break out, but they're not super strong breakouts. Take a look here. I see a swift rejection there at 50 on the RSI. Everything was looking perfect. And of course, inserts traditional markets, right? The fundamentals have been a big catalyst here lately, and it's a really terrible market right now, at least here in the States. So just recognize that that's factoring in a lot. Okay, everything here is bearish too on the 4-hour. There's zero reasons to consider a long. Again, we had that break above the 20-day SMA yesterday that looked very nice, looked like a little trend reversal there, and rejected off this 0.618 fib. So not really awesome stuff. Okay, hourly time frame. Quickly to summarize here, we're fully bearish in every sense of the word. Okay, so there's nothing to really see here. Keep in mind, inverse head and shoulders pattern on Bitcoin could very well, possibly, small emphasis on possibly, push the price action higher for ICP. Okay, so Bitcoin does make a run towards 50, 59, 60K. then obviously ICP will as well, but it's best to presume it won't, considering we're underneath so many resistances. Just doesn't make a ton of sense to trade into that. So I would be careful shorting right now because we're right at the bottom, but we do lose this bottom. Just know there's a decent amount of liquidation at $7, $6.50, $6, $5.50. And it kind of like every 50 cents you see these heavier concentrations. So just know that that could happen, but again, Bitcoin could stabilize and continue higher. I hope it makes a move soon, because honestly, if we're still in this range here at the end of today, I might close our longs and consider opening some shorts, because it's just not looking great. All right, folks, that's kind of where we're at here for the moment. I hope that makes sense. Thanks again so much for watching. If you could, please grow the channel, hit the like button, comment below, get this in front of more people who deserve a fighting chance to trade instead of getting destroyed by those moon boys, all right? Thanks again. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Take care.